Hello, welcome to this video, and in this video we will explore the interesting world of plant divisions, from the simplest algae to complex flowering plants. Let's discover how plants are grouped based on their characteristics. And to understand this diversity, scientists classify plants into major divisions based on the structure and reproductive features. Let's explore how each group is structured and how they reproduce and what makes them unique. Plants are broadly classified into 5 major divisions based on their complexity, presence of vascular tissue, mode of reproduction, and these include algae, bryophyta, pteridophyta, gymnosperms, and angiosperms. As we move from algae to angiosperms, we observe increasing complexity. When we look at algae are simple phylloid plants with no differentiation into roots, stems, and the leaves, and they are mostly aquatic, ranging from microscopic unicellular forms to large micellar organisms. They lack specialized tissue and true roots or stems, but are capable of photosynthesis. They belong to several different divisions like chlorophyta, that is the green algae, phaeophyta, that's the brown algae, rhodophyta, red algae. Algae contain various pigments that impart color to their body and hence be named according to their color as green algae, brown algae, and red algae. Look at the bryophyta, the mosses, liverworts. So bryophyta are non-vesicular plants like algae, and they are found in moist and shady areas. They rely on water for reproduction because their sperm cells swim to the egg. They have structures called rhizoid for attachment. Then when we go to the pteridophytes, these include the ferns. The pteridophytes are the first group of plants to develop vascular tissues, i.e. that is the xylem and the phloem. This allowed them to grow taller and live further from water bodies. They have true roots, stems, and leaves, but reproduce through spores, not seeds. Then we'll briefly look at the gymnosperms. The gymnosperms are seed-producing vesicular plants, but their seeds are naked. They are not enclosed in fruits like we shall see in the angiosperms. They typically have needle-like leaves and cones and are well adapted to colder and drier environments. Their fertilization occurs without water. Then we look at the angiosperms. Angiosperms are the most advanced plants, and they produce flowers and fruits that contain seeds, and they show a high level of specialization. These plants have highly specialized vesicular systems, and fertilization is often aided by animals, insects, or wind. They dominate most terrestrial ecosystems today. Let's look at all these and we compare. This is the summary. So if we can look at this, you see that as we move from algae to angiosperms, there is a clear increase in complexity and adaptation to land. Here is a quick comparison of all the 5 divisions. If you look at algae, they are aquatic and non-vesicular. The bryophyta are land plants but still non-vesicular. Pteridophytes introduce vesicular tissue, but again they reproduce by spores. Then gymnosperms and angiosperms both produce seeds, but only the angiosperms have flowers and fruits. And you should notice that the evolutionary progression from water-dependent to more independent land-adapted plants as you move from algae to the angiosperms. If we are to reflect, check your understanding. Can you identify the plant group that has vesicular tissue but no seeds? Can we identify the one group that produces flowers? Which division produces seeds in cones? Which plants have no true roots, stems, or leaves? Which division was the first to evolve vesicular tissues? Try to reflect. So, as we conclude, you see that in this video, we have seen that plants evolve from simple algae to complex flowering species. Understanding this group helps us to appreciate biodiversity and plant adaptation. And in the next video, we shall dive into the details of each group. Thank you.